Okay guys, so I just want to draw your attention to this thing here. So this is the 12 bar blues in A minor, and this is the piece that we was looking at as an ensemble piece this week. The rhythm, I feel that we should be able to work that out, having looked at rhythms in depth in week 1 and 2. What I would like to draw your attention to are these little numerals here, these Roman numerals. So we've got 1, 4, 1, 1, 4, 4, and so on, and then there's a 5 that comes in down at the bottom here. So these relate to the 1, 4, 5 progression that we spoke about. So just to recap on that, a 1, 4, 5 progression is where you take a key. So let's say we're working in the key of G, and we have all the chords that are in the key of G, so that's G, A, B, C, D, E, F, sharp and G. And we draw from that the first chord, the fourth chord and the fifth chord. So the first chord would be the G, counting up 4 from that would be G, A, B, C, and then the fifth chord would then be D. So the chords that we're playing with are G, C and D, the first chord, the fourth chord and the fifth chord. To then make a standard 12 bar blues progression, we arrange those chords in a certain order, which is what we have going on this here. So if you want to know what that order is, all you need to do is write down these numerals in the order that you can see them on this handout here, the 12 bar blues in A minor. So what I would like to propose that you do in your practice this week is write out a 12 bar blues in any given key, so just pick one, find out what the main 7 chords are within that key, write them down, find the first, the fourth and the fifth, and then apply that 1, 4, 5 formula, which isn't the nicest way of describing it, but apply that 1, 4, 5 formula to those chords, and then using the chord extensions that we looked at in week 2, try and use some more kind of advanced versions of those chords. So for example, instead of playing a G minor, why not play a G sharp diminished, for example? Now you do have a chord substitution chart, or you should do. If you didn't get it, then just let me know and I'll send it to you. So yeah, a little bit of written work, I guess. And then advancing on that, once you've wrote down your 12 bar, you've enhanced it a little bit by using some more interesting chords. Then go to the turnarounds and work out one of those turnarounds in the key that your progression's in. You would then play through your progression, and then in bar 10 you'd break away from the chords and you would add the turnaround. So for bar 11 and bar 12, and then we'd go back into the chords. So we're starting to write music, we're starting to build our own progressions using what is essentially a formula, in a very generic way of playing, but using our skills in being able to move turnarounds into different places and play them in different keys, using our skills for being able to play some slightly more advanced chords as well. See how you get on with that. It should be quite a fun process. If you find it quite easy, then pick another key and then do it in another key, and then maybe write down 3 or 4 of them and just keep playing through them and see how creative you can get with it and how interesting you can make those sound. But most of all, enjoy it. Playing the blues is good fun, despite the nature of the blues, I guess, and it would be fantastic to hear how you get on with that next week in class. So happy practicing.